inequalities. Did I just say two-step equations?
Yeah,
you did.
Whatever. Two-step inequalities. All right. You're gonna be solving them like two-step equations. Hopefully, all of y'all went over this these notes this past Friday. Should I have to go over like the particulars of it? I mean, honestly, you're gonna have 3 plus 5x is greater than or equal to, I don't know, 25. Oh, no, wait. Nope. 27. There we go. Right? Two-step. Okay? Two-step.
You should have put 28.
Would it work?
Yeah, I should have put 28.
No.
Wait, let me just rewrite this.
28. Thank you, Green. Right? Get the 5x by itself. Okay? Just get it by itself. It's greater than or equal to 25. And then just divide. X is greater than or equal to 5. Okay? What side of the 0 is this 5 going on? Princess?
I think, I don't know, what's the left?
The left side?
Oh, wait.
You already answered, bro.
Is it the right side?
Why?
Because it's a positive.
Good job. Yes. Five. What kind of circle is above it?
Close.
Closed. Yes. A couple of y'all have been doing y'all's work. Knuth.
Wait, what's up?
Which way is our arrow gonna go? Miss Howell, help him out.
That way?
That way.
Help him out.
That way?
That way.
Right.
Which arrow is it gonna go? Left or right?
Right. Right?
Yes.
I'll do something real quick.
I love my kind of head.
What is up with that?
Okay.
Well, some people don't have arrows, so you...
Cool.
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 All right. So, as you can see, you have certain parts. You have certain parts. For example, you are going to be solving these the same exact way that you're going to be solving regular equations. So, let's say, for example, you might have something like this. -6. Parenthesis -1 plus x is greater than or equal to 48, right? Say you have something like this, right? What property are we going to be doing? Ms. Hyatt?
I'm not sure.
Ah. What property are we going to be doing? Distributive, okay? Distributive property. -6 goes to that one and goes to that one, okay? So therefore, -6, there should be an extra paper back there. Berkshire, you got the extra paper for? There goes your paper. There goes your paper. -6 times the -1 is what?
Positive 6.
+6. -6 times
-6x.
-6x is greater than or equal to 48. Right? Get it by itself. Subtract that -6. We have -6x is greater than or equal to, what's 48 minus 6?
42.
42. Divide. What are we dividing on both sides?
-6.
-6. What are we dividing on both sides?
-6.
What kind of 6?
-6.
A -6. So therefore, what happens when we multiply or divide a negative onto both sides? What happens to the sign?
It becomes positive.
No.
That one's gonna be a negative.
What happens to the sign? What happens to our inequality? It flips.
Ah,
I thought you were talking about what happens to the signs.
Okay? Our sign flips. I mean, you still you keep solving this like it's a regular equation. Just remember, when you multiply or divide a negative onto both sides, your sign flips. Okay? X comes down. What's 42 divided by -6?
-8.
-8?
Yeah. Oh. Never mind. I wrote 48.
-7. Thank you. If we were to graph this,
That is not correct.
if we were to graph this, what side of the 0 does the -7 go on? Huh?
Left. It's a negative.
To the
so
left.
It's gonna go on the left.
Thank you. The left. -7. What kind of circle is above it?
Closed.
Closed. Which way is our line going?
Oh,
To the left. Okay? Now, I'm telling you right now, when we start to go over multi-steps, you will be having equations on either side of the inequality sign, okay? You will. But right now, for these 1 steps and 2 steps, I'm keeping the equations on the left-hand side. Because you want to read this, you want to read your variable from left to right, okay? You want to read your variable from left to right. So you want to say x is greater than or equal to, less than, or greater than, or less than or equal to whatever number. That's how you want to read this, okay? When you're dealing with regular equations, where it's like an equal sign, then it doesn't necessarily matter which side the variable is on. With inequalities, for you guys, it does matter, okay? Now, when you do inequalities long enough, then you start to be like, it doesn't really matter which side the variable is on, I can still read it properly. But, for right now, just for right now, I'm having y'all work this out with the variable on the left-hand side so that you will understand how to read it properly, okay? Cool?
Cool.
Alright. There's another situation. You might have -5 plus m over a -12 is less than -1, right? You might have something like this, okay? Still 2-step equation, okay? First things first, what do you think we have to do? Berkshire.
I got it. Multiply by -2.
What do we multiply?
You multiply the left side and the right side.
By a what?
-12.
By what kind of 12?
Negative.
So therefore, what happens to the sign?
It flips.
It flips, okay? When you multiply or divide a negative to the other side, your sign flips, okay? These still cancel out though. So we have -5 plus m. What is -1 times the -12? Positive 12. Okay? Get that m by itself. What's happening? We're going to add the 5. All right, m is greater than, what's 12 plus? There you go, 17. Okay?
Is it ever gonna go to like 3 steps,
It's going to be on the right
multiple
side.
steps?
Yes, it is gonna go. This week, you are only going to be taking a quiz on 1-step and 2-step inequalities, okay? I want you all to get acclimated with this, all right? So, what side of the 0 does a positive 17 go on? On the right-hand side. What kind of circle is above it?
Open.
Open. Which way is it going?
Right.
To the right. Okay? Y'all are starting to get this? Everything good?
Yes.
It's a lot of repetition. I will give it that. It is a lot of repetition. But it's just that simple rule that I want you all to be cognizant of, okay? When multiplying or dividing a negative to both sides, you must flip that sign. I cannot stress that enough. I have seen plenty of kids, both 9th grade and 12th graders, get problems wrong because they're moving like lightning. And they're multiplying, they're doing the problems up, they're doing it all correct, and they just forget to flip the sign one time, and the whole problem goes wrong. Okay? This is so very important. I want you to get acclimated with this right now, because when we go to multi-steps and compounds and absolute values, this rule still applies to inequalities, okay? It still applies. All right?
Mr. Condon,
What's up?
can I give you a problem?
Sure.
Okay.
Hold on, let me see my time.
I'm done.
Okay, I got time.
What about
It's
you?
number 7. Do we have the same worksheet?
No, we don't have the same worksheets, but all of these problems are the same concepts.
Here, number 7.
I would.
So,
Me and Tony were doing it.
So-
You're just like a third group.
we have a -8
I don't know, I'm getting confused.
plus x over
You got this too.
2,
A.
x over -2 is less than,
It's
a
a
negative.
-2?
yeah, that's what you did, that's what you did wrong? See, -8 plus x over -2.
Because I got 4 and then I didn't see the 4 on the thing.
Yeah,
No.
And then, messed me up.
it's okay.
Sorry.
What kind of, so obviously, what did you do first?
Plus 8. Because
Uh-huh.
That's what you do, and then whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. That
Uh-huh.
comes out as a cube. And then you bring down your x and like all that. 2 cubes.
It'll be 2, uh-huh.
And then you want to multiply -2, -2 basically, and you're gonna turn your sign because that's what you do whenever you get.
Is that where you went wrong? You forgot that this was a -2 right there?
No, I didn't see the negative.
I just got one.
So,
Okay, yes.
But I'm done now.
Be careful,
yeah.
okay?
It can mess up the direction
Okay,
that
first,
the air is going to be
second,
pointing.
Yep, uh-huh. So what's your answer?
My answer is x is greater than -2. -4.
-4. There you go. And you already should know how to graph that.
No, yeah.
All right?
It's like an open circle. And
Uh-huh.
it's something greater than 4.
What side of the 0 is the
Right.
right side? That's a -4. So what side of the 0 on the number line is it on?
Oh, it's to the left, but the arrow is pointing to the right.
Uh-huh. What kind of circle is above it?
Open.
Open.
It's only closed whenever you have an equal.
And it's pointed to the right. Good job. All right? Everybody good?
Yeah.
Okay.